Greetings and good morning, everybody. Welcome to another 6-Minute Daily. I want to say thank you to each and every one of you. For those of you out there watching in real time, if you're watching in the replay right now, please go ahead and hit the thumbs up button and leave me a comment down below saying hashtag replay gang. I would truly appreciate it. A big shout out and thank you to Ruby Hoove with generosity right at the very beginning, giving a Culture Casino membership. I am speaking strangely today. The words are not being finished properly. I don't know what's going on. So probably my silly brain. Silly. Speaking of silly, look at all you great folks out there. Thank you all for being here. We had a wonderful start to the day. Lots of great shows to watch. We got a chance to see Drunk 3PO this morning on WTTR. We got a chance to see Loki and his Mornings of Mischief. Actually, it was YouTube Talk today with Paulie, Latino Slant. It was great to see that fella. It's been a minute. And now we're here with me. Where we go from there, I don't know yet. Wherever we go, there we are. So Georgia Peach, good morning to you. Good morning to everybody else out there we highlighted during the intro, including Cat Slave, O.C. Dobbins, and many, many more of you. Caledon 910, everybody's favorite radio station, is here along with Davina Duckworth. Good morning to you. Crazy White Boy is over there on the green machine along with Dr. Jill Powers and, of course, the lovely Ms. Pick Cafe, who keeps things running over there. We appreciate that. We truly do. Look at the folks, the beautiful people. Speaking of which, I haven't seen Deeple in a minute. How about you guys? Hope everything is okay. Okay. Let's see. Walter Tomaszewski's here. There we go. Hello again, friend of a friend. I knew you when. Good to see you all. Okay. Who else is out there? Texas 84. Oh man, I have music in my mind. Music. Who else is alive and well? Let's see. Hopefully y'all. All y'all. Barry the Music Man, of course, highlighted him earlier in the intro. We've got Stories Glorious, and kind of stoked about it, to be fair. 17 stories in all in the 6-Minute Daily. We will have a little bit of the bonus time. Things to talk about, people to see, places to go. You know. And when you know, you know. Oh, my goodness. I think we have the wrong background. In fact, I'm pretty sure we have the wrong background. But that's okay. Texas 84 with 5 Culture Casino memberships. Thank you for that, Texas. Look at all those names go green. Super appreciate that, my friend. Snakes. Good morning, Snakes. You guys are just popping up everywhere. Like Libby's here. Hi, Libby. And Carlos Alfredo Lopez. All right, folks, we're getting ready. Suit up. It's going to be a busy day. All right, friends. Good morning, Roy. Good to see you. As always, 6 minutes starts now. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, wherever you are, whenever you're watching. Thanks for checking out the 6-Minute Daily. We have a lot to talk about, not a lot of time to do it. I just want to say that Deadline's giving us our first story of the day, and it's a big one. David Zaslav cashed out over $100 million, $114 million to be precisely correct here, and that's a lot of money. Warner Bros. Discovery stock, other top execs sold out as well. Taking advantage of the elevated stock price and reducing the number of shareholders. This is weird. I wonder why they're doing it. Well, I mean, it's in a move to maybe undermine the stock price. I don't know. We'll have to see. Lots of adjustments and contingencies to be talked about. But I'll tell you this. I've never seen somebody so feckless in my life. This is after speaking of him so positively, I'm not so positive on him now. Sorry. We've got Game of Thrones movie in the works. It's of massive scale. And the Andor writer is the one putting it together. Are you guys looking forward to this? I don't know. I feel like this stumbled and fell in the last season and a half. And I feel like once they ran out of book material, they were struggling They were always mounted on the struggle bus. Speaking of the struggles, this show isn't going to struffle. There was a big premiere on CBS for Marshals, the new spin-off show. Looks excellent to me. Looking forward to it. I hope you guys appreciate the Yellowstone stuff, because it's here to stay. And as Paramount, Warner Brothers Discovery, and everybody gets together, I think there's a lot of good things on the horizon. So no hard feelings. Netflix hands Paramount Little House renewal days after losing the Warner Brothers to rival. And Netflix will continue to move forward. You're going to see lots of renewals happening in agreements across the board, especially with Warner Brothers Television. Might get more expensive for Netflix to do business. Oh boy. Let's see. We got a movie theater chain, iPic, filing for bankruptcy. This is the thing that I was afraid of, friends. Some of these smaller regional chains would suffer, and iPic is one of many that are gonna have to deal with what's really the reality of the situation. But at least there's going to be more films available in cinemas, at least from what I'm to understand, and with the production cycle the way that it is. So shout out to what we have to expect. Let's see. We've got The Scrubs revival premiering on ABC's best streaming audience for any comedy episode in more than a year. Is anybody surprised by this? I know I'm not. I wasn't at all. And of course, The View guest host Elizabeth Hasselbeck lashed out at Megyn Kelly, claiming she disrespected American troops. And I never saw Megyn do anything like that. How about you? I mean, it would be like, this is like Hasselbeck must have channeled her inner McCain and walked into this room just looking for a fight with somebody who was a little more conservative. Not really bright, in my opinion. Zucker is bullish about an $8 billion mega deal to create a TV production giant. Looks like all three media and Banjai are going to bring the heat when it comes to this effort. We'll see what happens. I'm not super excited about it, but hey, anything Jeff Zucker does is definitely compromised. Dow dropped 400 points, trimming an early plunge of 1,200 as oil prices climbed yesterday. This was to be expected, the Strait of Hormuz being closed. Anxious travelers are scrambling to get hundreds of thousands of people out of the Middle East. That's happening in real time. I got a video out on that, in part with Disney's complete failure to do due diligence and understand a region in which they are licensing their IP, the deal in Abu Dhabi. Pentagon dispute bolsters Anthropic reputation. Well, that's not exactly true. Raises questions about AI readiness and military, and there's some other problems there as well. We've got a trial against Meta in New Mexico. You can take a look at, I think some of these depositions were made public. If I get my hands on them, I can share them with you. But yeah, it's going after top executives. I wonder why. Well, probably for exploiting children. Iran war casts a pall over the UK economic update. Yeah, they're going to have real problems. You have to remember who was controlling the flow of money through the flow of oil. It's always been centered around the UK. Analysis of that region tells you the UK has been part of the problem and not the solution for a long time, especially the financial sector. Property tax revolt is spreading across the United States, but election year cuts hit opposition. I don't know why. You know, you can fund a lot of things through property taxes. But one thing people don't want to do is fund systems that are failing by paying more every year for property they already own. If you buy and pay for a property, you should only pay tax one time, and that's at the purchase of that property. You should even be able to, be charged during a sale. I have major qualms about these kinds of things, but that's just me. And I want to say a quick shout out and thank you to the first Dragon Queen. And I will be talking about this super in just a moment. But let's get to the last story. It's a bear story. Deadly apex predator is being mulled for release in California after a 100-year absence. They're going to actually put bears back in, the most lethal bears on the planet. This should be a problem. Bill 1305 is a proposal that would, direct the California Department of Fish and Wildlife to a roadmap of bringing back the massive bear species, the grizzly, to California. My goodness, let's not do that. Let's not do that. I don't think the biodiversity is there. I think the end of human beings is there with that. Anyway, those are my thoughts. Today's 6 Minute Daily. I hope you guys enjoyed them. Once again, I want to say thank you to Texas 84 for saying, let's see. Let's see. My girl Jasmine was robbed. Well, she's a little upset. She's a little upset right now. I don't know about robbed, but she got replaced as a candidate, at least. Yeah, losing in the primary, being quote unquote primaried, tells you an awful lot about your public support more broadly than the election between two parties, which is what's going to happen in Texas later this year, obviously in November. But before then, Texas is the state of, runoffs. Runoff elections are coming. Dan Crenshaw was eliminated yesterday as well. A lot of people are going to talk about whether or not it's going to be Paxton or somebody else, but it certainly isn't going to be Cornyn. The results of the election primary season should tell you an awful lot about the direction of the individual political parties. The radicals in Texas are definitely going to try to, stick it out with the cane waving freak show that is in Texas, but the other people may find their way in the door. We'll have to see. And again, thank you for the $5 super chat from the First Dragon Queen, which I highlighted during the show, saying lots of stuff I hope to get done today. Hugs for all. Well, you've been working awfully hard, and if you haven't seen it, she's been putting videos together all the time. I've never seen people this productive. She's cooking. You guys should check out the First Dragon Queen's channel. Wow, I'm so grateful you guys are here. Look, Caveat Ties showed up, and Deeple's here. There's the beautiful Deeple over on the green machine. Great to see you. Zendo Deb in the house. Hello and good morning. Thanks for being here. We got Caveat Ties, I think I said already. We got, of course, I already did the Crazy White Boy song. Where is the weatherman? That's a good question. I'm very worried about weatherman. I understand he's got terrible headaches. My headache is still here 3 days later. So we've been dealing with that for several days. Now I'm kind of ailing my own self. And of course, our good friend Barry, the music man, sends me a super duper sticker. Money mouth face. That's right. That's right. Tobach wants to know how the optometrist visit went. I got to go back and I'll give you more details after that. So after that one is scheduled. But so far, not well. literally. I'm ailing. My eyesight is ailing. There are options, and that's the point of the conversation the next time. And I might have much thicker glasses soon, but it is what it is. Magnify. Tom is out there lurking. Good to see you, buddy. And low spec Linux gaming. Our friend Jeff is in the house. Good to see you all. My goodness. You guys are wonderful. I couldn't appreciate you more. For those of you who are on the YouTube side of the equation, I just want to say a special thank you to you as we continue to grow the YouTube channel. We just need a little over or just under 3,000 more subscribers to get to 50K. That's a big landmark, folks. It makes a lot of things mo better. And Air Specialist dropped a $2 super chat to share in the the shared headaches. Yeah. This time of year, I tend to have, because the pressure changes are so frequent and fickle, I end up with just crazy headaches. I can always tell I have a barometer head. So I always know that. Plus, I had a little bit of a cold, which you're going to be able to tell in tomorrow's videos, in the rest of the day's videos today. Yeah, I recorded a video this morning. I'm not too proud of. I may have to go back and re-record it for tomorrow, talking about High Guard and the epic failure that is. A lot of people are going to cover that story. We've got a lot going on right now. Luton. Oh, yeah, for sure. 40 milligram reversed my eyesight deterioration. Okay, I'm going to have to look into this. You are now the maybe the third person I've talked to about this. So there's that. The amazing Morgan King has returned. It's good to see you. And our friend Fat Elvis, who's going to smash smash the like button talking about my goggles. Yeah, well, Gary still has a little bit heavier glasses than I do. So I'm going to measure my age by Gary's glasses. How about that? Being about the same age, it's fun to measure with my contemporaries and friends. I hate fickle pressure. The lovely Dragon Queen again with the super chat saying, I will not confirm or deny that I have Wilton's legs. Well, that's amazing. You are very craft capable, young lady. Man, I wish I had a workshop where I could put people to work to do animatronics and obviously animated puppets, things like that. It'd be a lot of fun. But I'm a little too old to go starting any more new enterprises. Let's get the studios off the ground first. Any news? Oh, hey, Brad. Says any news on what the name of Paradise Skydance and Warner Brothers Discovery will be? I don't think they're compelled to change any of those names. I think that you'll see, much like you did with Columbia. Do you remember Columbia? When they were owned by Coca-Cola before they became Sony Entertainment Pictures. Still have the Columbia logo, but I think it'll just be a little subtitle underneath about the ownership group. That would be my guess. Like Skydance Picture Group, something like that. I don't know. And that is all the coffee I'm going to have for the day, folks. That was after you add all the things I add to my coffee. It's basically a little over 1 cup of coffee now. We've reduced dramatically in coffee intake, mainly because of health. Lots of things that are being disclosed about coffee in lab results that make me widely concerned about that. Yeah. So now I start my day with 16 ounces of water, maybe a little mineral salts in the water. And there's that. And then I make it to coffee about the same time as I break my fast, which I already did today. I had a chance to go for my walk, listen to Latino Slant and Loki on Loki's YouTube talk this morning, and make it back to the house to make breakfast. So there's that. Daniel's out there. Please understand that I need a regular event. That's a reason to leave the house. Me too. And that's immersive and unpredictable. Only movie theaters fill that need. I'm with you. That's why I don't want them to go extinct. They won't. There are going to be some that are going to struggle. I can't lie about that, and I won't. It's become very, very expensive for theaters to exist. Regional folks are going to be the first ones to feel it. The entertainment budgets and households have shrunk. People have streaming services for a lot of various reasons. So there's that. Just be careful. Let's see. If it applies, you could have your eyes laser. Actually, we talked about that. I've talked about laser eye surgery, but first probably lens replacement. My family goes through this. I supposedly don't have the worst of fears, which is wet AMD, wet macular degeneration. But lens replacement is common in my family. A lot of people do that in their 50s and 60s. It grants better vision for a period of time. I'd like 20 years of not getting surgery, though. I really would. Maybe longer. Like to be well into my 90s before I have to think about my eyeballs again. So maybe that's a solution. Thank you, Barry the Music Man, for the generosity of a pixelated hippo. Thank you, my friend, for the super sticker. Much appreciated. Barry, I hope you're doing well, buddy. I really do. Move to Mexico. There you go. There you go. I thought about it. I thought about a lot of places. We were darn near in Florida. That would have been fine too. It'd have been around friends. Texas was a strong consideration, but I'm looking more for Four Seasons. So that's why Tennessee is going to win. That's why I'm going to spend a lot of money, which I'm not really proud of. I don't want to it's a lot of money to relocate and try to acquire decent amounts of land. Culture Casino land. I would love to do that. But you know what? I'm going to be close enough to Dollywood that I don't have to build my own theme park. Juliet is amazing, celebrating 15 months and also being an incredible wrench out there. Thank you, Juliet. 15 months. Your clocks go forward this weekend. Yeah, Sunday. Sunday. No, it's not Monday. But I'm telling you what, the good news is it gives me a lot more content creation time. I like the spring to summer period. I don't mind fall, and winter is, believe it or not, a growing season if you do it right. But it really does depend on your region. I don't care what anybody says. If you have the ability to have a greenhouse, you can grow year round, and that's a good thing. That's a good thing. We got 2 more videos on the way. We got one out there that came out today. Not a lot of people seen it yet, but there were a lot of live shows. I've changed the release time from very early in the morning to slightly later in the morning. And that, of course, was the Disney Abu Dhabi theme park risks. And there are many. But later today, we have a conversation around Ryan Gosling and Star Wars and Tom Cruise saving Hollywood. That's right. Tomorrow, we already are going to be talking, as I mentioned before, about High Guard and a few other things as well. I kind of want to give you a preview so you have something to look forward to. Everybody needs things to look forward to. We're also going to talk about, again, the Middle East is a subject right now, especially in entertainment, because believe it or not, it's involved in entertainment. The Middle East has been funding a great number of projects, not Iran specifically, but let's say, Saudi Arabia, the UAE, and other places. And there have been a lot of Iranian filmmakers that are, happy that perhaps there'll be a massive change in leadership. The country has been subjected to a theocratic rule with an iron fist, and in a way that is not very human rights oriented. The Iranian filmmakers are happy in that change. I can imagine why. That's also going to be a subject for tomorrow. And then we're going to talk a little bit about Spider-Man, Brand New Day, and the potential of a trailer soon. Why do I say soon? Because Spider-Man hasn't had a trailer yet, and it comes out in July. It hasn't even had like a decent teaser, right? So we got nothing. This film comes out July 31st, I think. So it's just a few months before Avengers. We've already seen 4 teasers from, if I'm not mistaken. That's weird. Not to mention the weird chair announcement with Robert Downey Jr. Guys, I'm not looking forward to that. James Dosher's in the house. Good to see you, James. Hope everything's going well. Yeah, they were going to kill Wolverine how many times? Barry, they're going to kill Wolverine right at the beginning of Avengers Doomsday. Yep. I'm really worried about it. Really, really worried. Hopefully they change their mind. There's massive reshoots going on. I'm trying to be more positive. I'm trying to give you at least 1 to 3 positive videos per week. I feel like that's my responsibility, to you, because not everything's a downer. There are good things out there in the world. Hopefully, before I actually get the video put together and edited, there will be a new brand new day trailer to come out. But for right now, the story is, when is it coming out? We need an actual trailer for this film, and we need it as soon as possible. Later today, there's so many different streams coming up. I'm like, it's going to be busy. So, between, obviously everything Pro gives you tonight, late in the evening, the latest stream that I have, of course, is, the T3PO stream, with the Hollywood backlot with Lou and you. I'll be hosting that after the pro show tonight. But I hope you guys are able to make that if you're up late or very early in the morning for my lovely people in the UK. But I know Vash has 2 upcoming streams in the future as well. So there's all that. Let's see. Is there anything else coming up? Is there anywhere else I can push you? Obviously Vash. Pacific 414's got a couple of streams in the future. And I think and Andre's new channel is doing a live stream. I think the first live stream over there is today as well. We've got let's see, the pro show coming up later. You're not going to want to miss. And let's see, the Prelude radio is constant, so you can check out all the new songs and everything that's coming out from that place. Now, gosh, there's a birthday stream from Shellbach. It's good to see that he is still streaming once in a while. Our good friends over at Mephisto's Movie Reviews. Man, there's a lot coming out. Today is Wednesday. Wednesday is a wonderful day, full of love and energy. So, but don't miss out on the 2 videos I got dropping later. Man, guys are on fire today. Catsleaf says, I haven't watched any of the leaks about Avengers Doomsday because, well, I just don't care. A lot of people might. I don't know. Midnight's Edge is definitely still going live. James, I'm going to try to give you guys good news all the time. It's good to see you. Let's see. I'm going Hawaii, aka coffee. Oh, I'm going to tell you right now, Kona coffee is one of the best. I love it. In fact, it's what I've been drinking the last 3 mornings. Is a nice Kona medium roast blend with no mold. That's the other problem with coffee. If you get moldy coffee, you're introducing toxins when you drink it. It's the same thing that happens, and not good mold, obviously. It's not the loving mushrooms that you enjoy, and it's bad, and it's very toxic in coffee, and it causes a problem. Also, there's some disruptors in coffee in addition to its positive side effects. So there's that. A lot of nutritionists are trying to point people towards just caffeine derivatives or tea. Tea has a lot of benefits as opposed to the negative effects of coffee, which is weird, but I love tea, so maybe it won't matter. Why would there be mold in your coffee? You may not even see it. You may not even be aware of it. It may have been moldy when it was ground. You don't know. That's the other thing. If you can get whole beans, at least you're grinding your own. So, but you would be surprised. There's a lot of things that get a lot of micro contaminants in it that you don't even know about. They're microplastics, nanoplastics actually now. And nanoplastics even exist in the air that you breathe. So you worried about, pollution, worry about the plastics in the air. Yeah, Dr. Jill, I don't do any of the weird coffee stuff. So yeah, I know. Some of that's strange. Yeah, tea is good. It certainly is, John. It certainly is, my friend. Andrew Break. I can't wait until my beard is as big as yours. Well, it doesn't take. Look, we are almost officially in April will be a year since the last time I shaved my beard. So I whittled it down to a goatee. That doesn't last very long with me. So the nice thing about doing that, every once in a while, is it naturally keeps the goatee area longer, which means your beard is going to naturally shape. So there's that. Rogue Thinker's in the house, one of my favorite avatars on the planet. Good to see you, buddy. Greetings and hello, indeed. EK Bones out there. You are correct. Oh, what did James is often correct about things. I'm just curious what now. Yeah, Vash Guy is today. You guys are going to want to check out Vash's new channel. Vash is working hard everywhere, including at that Park Place and obviously his new channel. Yeah, I think he's kind of a uniting force in the theme park community. I'm going to use that word. Normally, I don't like the word community, but hey, fellowship. That's a better word. Look at you all. So I'm so proud to be here with you guys. You have no idea. Carrion of Romance says, I drink green tea. Green tea is lovely. Green tea is lovely. Matcha. There you go. I'm very I'm very open to how the various ways that you can drink your caffeine, but like I said, I'm down to about 1.5 cups of coffee a day, unlike the normal 8 I used to drink. Oh my goodness! And I'm gonna start ordering teas from Sydney Watson's company. You guys probably don't know who Sydney Watson is, but if you do, she's a great YouTube personality. She's brilliant. She's a top-notch thinker, and she's excellent at communication. She started a tea company, and I think that's worth experimenting with. 2 years since I shaved. Barry, was it tough? Every time I shave, I feel like I lost something, and then my face gets cold. I don't know. It's just weird. It's just weird. Jan, what's going on? Says getting time to go on a rant on Midnight's Edge. It's not exactly hard. I got him ready yet because I told him a movie was played after his bedtime. Oh boy. James is growing his beard out. Sweet, since November. Keeping it under control is getting tougher. Yeah, look, the secret to it all, and if I ever get the blend right, you guys will be able to buy the peppermint oil that I've been talking about for 2 years now. But the peppermint oil or beard oil of any kind, but I like the peppermint beard oil specifically. First of all, beard oil does 2 things. It makes your beard a little more manageable. And it also smells nice and softens your beard. But beyond those, the actual natural effects of beard oil is to keep the moisture in your face. One of the things that men run into more regularly, because we don't like moisturize traditionally. We don't use a bunch of lotion like the ladies do. But we get to keep the moisture in our face with beard oil. Beard oil helps that happen. So there's some natural effects there that are positive. So there's that. And the peppermint oil, the peppermint beard oil smells fantastic. Sandalwood, of course, that ladies like, that's a very masculine fragrance. And Bogamont. Bogamont's a very masculine fragrance. Ladies like the smell of basically all 3 of those. So you can get away with those in your beard anytime. Quality beard balms will come in all 3 of those scents, plus a couple of others that I'm not really fond of. Some of them literally smell like a burning forest. I'm like, that's not what I want my beard to smell like, but yeah. Sorry, the invisible water bottle there. But yeah. I'm waiting for an mRNA nanoplastic, a vaccine from Pfizer or Moderna. I don't know about that. I don't know how you would go about doing that. Nanoplastics, microplastics, if they do enter your body, can be sent out of your body with with the fat elimination, bad fat elimination that's goes through your bile. It just kind of adheres to the bile, and that part of the elimination system, when it's running properly, does really well. Which means you need to keep your liver in good health and your pancreas. So there's that. Now, I'm not a doctor and I'm not a nutritionist. I'm just somebody who observes what's actually happening. So you don't have to take this advice. In fact, I suggest not listening to any advice from anybody on any platform. Okay. That's just what I got to say. Use motor oil on your beard. It doesn't get more masculine than that, says Cat Slave. I don't know about that. Oh, everything's well. I mean, I'm feeling super healthy outside of the headache I've had for 3 days, and I know exactly what's causing that. It's the weather. Anyway. So Andrew has, let's see, I got, hello, and mine's about 3 inches going for the mountain man look. Yeah. Look, like by the time we get to the holidays, right? If I continue to grow it out, mine will be back to wizard beard length. We'll have a real proper Santa beard when we get to Christmas. So, hey, DK Bones just became a member. Welcome, DK Bones, and thank you for being here. Thank you for becoming a member. My goodness, we are growing. By the way, folks, we are about 400 shy of our goal of 1,000 members. That just added some. Of course, Texas 84 added some. Don't forget to renew those, by the way. If you enjoy the benefits of being a member on the channel and getting an early look at 2 or 3 videos a week, which sometimes it's more than that, you get them like half a day early, to be fair. And then, some of the other features, like we'll be back doing live streams with members here very shortly. It doesn't cost that much. It costs the price of a cup of coffee to be part of the membership crew here. And it's beneficial to the channel. So I say thank you very, very much. Everybody loves Vash. So true. Such a good man. He really is. So I'm blessed with wonderful, wonderful people in my audience and wonderful friends that I work with every day. So retirement's never been better. Let's just put it in those terms. Speaking of which, hey, there's Luke. Check out Luke. Luke does amazing things. I think he's 2 books in right now on his current publishing efforts. So go check out Luke and Luke's channel. He's fun. He's super fun. I've had him as a guest before. He's a lot of fun. Earl Grey, hot. That's right, Walter Tomaszewski. Just change your beard oil every 3 months or 3,000 miles. Oh, I figured it was a joke, Bruce. I figured, friend. Yeah, I'm going for the full Grizzly Adams. Why not? I should lean into that, to be fair. Hopefully my waist starts to recognize the exercise that I'm getting and the weightlifting I'm doing. It's being very stubborn. So there's that. Star Wars Nikki in the house says, love this show, Culture. Well, thank you for being here, and I appreciate that very much so. We talk randomly about everything. You guys lead a conversation. And I appreciate you for it. In fact, look, I'm going to say it one more time to all the wrenches out there, everybody. Crouching Taylor, Hidden Swift, which is Matt G, by the way. Thank you, my friend. Thank you, Ms. Pick Cafe, Juliet, and of course, Dr. Jill Powers. You guys really do make it easy to run a channel. I'm just saying. I'm not saying. I'm just saying. Oh, my goodness. Let's see. I don't want to leave any chat behind. So let's see. Go beards. Well, some people can wear beards. Some people can't. Some people can grow beards and some people can't. It just is the way it is. So I have a long line of Viking as part of my family tree. So yeah, we grow beards and long hair. By the way, holy cow! Everybody in my family has a lot of hair. Fortunately, not like I'm wearing a sweater or anything. There's people who have body hair like that, but primarily my head and face. Although it's really weird if you think about it, there are some Scandinavian countries that actually young men will wax their faces to keep from growing coarse, long hair. Isn't that weird? Seems uncomfortable. Part Sasquatch. You know what? Just for that, tomorrow I'm going to wear my Sasquatch t-shirt for you, Putin. Okay? Okay, I won't wear a button-up. I'll do that. All right, folks. So we need to drop out, give somebody else an opportunity to chat elsewhere. I'm going to look one more time for a redirect. See if there's anybody live. I know Midnight's Edge is live, and I will send people to them if I don't have that park place or anywhere else to go. Let's see that park place. So strange. I just don't see anything. And WDW Pro. Nope, that's definitely just the night show tonight. So that leaves us with Midnight's Edge, which is fine. I miss those guys. Hopefully we'll have less overlap in the future. But anyway, for those of you on a self-redirect over there on the green machine, you feel free to move about the country. But on that note, we need to get out of here. Out of here. And you know what? We're going to do that with my pal Wilton throwing me off a roof. So be sure to take care of yourself, take care of others. I'm checking to make sure in the chats that I got everybody. And until next time, see ya. For real.
Why, hello there, random citizen.
Oh, hey there, little buddy. How's it going?
Have you subscribed to CultureCasino yet?
Well, no.
Friggin' A.
Oh!
These guys, I tell ya.
Oh!
Dang it, I missed. Why won't these guys just subscribe already?
That hurt.